Good morning, this is Scott. Welcome to the meditation live stream, and I hope that you're doing well. I had earlier in the week like a long recovery from the flu, and I was able to take the time to go a little bit inside during the flu and learn some important aspects about myself and the world. And even though getting sick is not fun and it's uncomfortable, sometimes it's important to kind of shake up the patterns of your life and see things from a different perspective or point of view. And that's really the method here on my channel for meditation, is a way for you to take the experience of your life and learn for yourself the power that you possess when it comes to your own awareness, so that you kind of harness the apparatus of your life and are able to make better decisions. And when I say harness, it's really about developing your consciousness, sort of developing your sense of self to be more inclusive of different data points. You know, for example, if you only had a computer that could see the color blue, it would be a very limited, narrow bandwidth of information, that only blue information only. But really there's a full spectrum of life, a full kind of rainbow of frequency of life. And we've been given that gift by the Creator we've been given this gift of life by the Creator to grow and to evolve and to kind of move toward something that I like to call the transparent light, the real light, the light of awareness, that light that which illuminates yourself and others and your experience. And it includes that divine spark, that the more with which we interact with, this is the embodiment, the kind of bringing of that light here to the earthly realm. It not only includes the divine realm, but it includes the earthly realm, where all kinds of stuff, as you can see, is going on these days. So, that being said, I like to give a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice, and today we'll go for about 50 minutes. And we use this meditation technique here on my channel to develop the skill set that you can use in your own life to help with embodying a little bit more of that spark. And it matters because it ripples out into the community. And, you know, we have a lot of people pioneering meditation technology, so to speak, that maybe is thousands of years old, but needs a little tweak, or it needs an update to kind of handle the world of today, as all things that are done in the dark are brought into the light. So, I'll stop there with my talk. I'm going to read a little bit from the book here. I've been reading The Space Between Us by Peter Mitchell. It's about the awakening of the intersubjective space, the we space. And we are here. So, a quiet shift. Something has subtly changed. The early flickers of intimacy described have become something more sustained, more luminous. As the group matured, so too has the quality of the meetings. We find ourselves navigating the relational field with growing ease, like swimmers who have become familiar with its currents. The silences hum with presence. Contributions land more deeply. The sense of shared intelligence that embraces us all has become quietly, unmistakably alive. Could it be that this space is no longer simply emerging, but beginning to reveal its own integrity, a coherence that is not imposed but discovered? And within this unfolding, we're discovering something even more surprising. The field seems to want to grow, not necessarily in size, but in depth. Not out of ambition, but of quiet, pressing invitation. And as it grows, so do those of us engaging with it. The same coherence that supports the group also supports each person within it, opening new capacities for presence, deepening self-trust, and inviting a more grounded, transparent way of being. Growth here doesn't feel driven, it feels discovered, like something already waiting inside us. It may be fanciful, or perhaps we're witnessing a new kind of we. One of the greatest shifts, almost imperceptible, is it's how we relate with, it's almost imperceptible is in how we each relate to ourselves. There is a softening, a relaxation of the need to hold firm to our own story, our own insight, our own role, the need to be someone. Some of us have spoken about feeling part of a larger self, not losing our individuality, but including it in a wider, more fluid sense of identity. Within the group, the loosening of personal boundaries becomes part of learning, not a concept, but a lived experience, where identity expands, softens, and sometimes dissolves in the presence of deep trust. In a recent meeting, the quiet of spontaneous meditation at the end of the session, I saw my face in a little box on a screen, and I didn't recognize it. There was only an undefinable sense of being rooted in the awareness that was witnessing it all. The screens, the faces, the meeting, and the world with which it was all arising. Is this what awakening together might look like? And so we'll stop there today. And now we'll begin with practice, gently closing your eyes, tuning inside. Begin with some deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Letting go of distress, tension, and resistance on the out-breath. Just dropping everything like a dog dropping a ball from its mouth. Breath to reach all the way down into your legs and your pelvic floor, all the way down to your feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Do 1 more. Great. And allowing your breath now to return to your usual way of breathing. And gently placing your attention on your physical sensations of your body. You can begin to notice your body's temperature, subtle movement. tingling and pulsing, sense of aliveness and presence. You can feel your body's connection with the earth underneath you, your connection with the planet. And begin the practice of feeling and softening. On the in-breath, feeling your body. Then on the out-breath, softening and melting down through your body and into the earth. And the softening and the melting down through your body can be like this warm, healing honey that as it travels down through your body cleanses, heals, purifies, and makes whole as it travels down through your body, collecting impurities and bringing them into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and transforms and recycles it. And with each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body, and you melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Very good. And then you can add into the practice, if you like, a pause. So on the in-breath, feeling your body. Then on the out-breath, the softening and the melting down through your body. And then at the end of the out-breath, you can pause briefly between the next in-breath. And during that pause, you can just observe the quiet or the silence or the spaciousness between the next in-breath. bringing your attention up now into your heart, feeling your heart space, center of your chest. If you like, you can place your hand right over your heart. On the in-breath, feeling into your heart. And then on the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. Whenever we intentionally move into our heart space, there's always a warmth and tenderness there. The place where heaven and earth meet. Good. And then coming in contact with your emotions. You can notice what's present for you emotionally right now. And without pushing or pulling on how you're feeling, just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. You could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, giving your life direction like points on a compass. You could be feeling anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just noticing what you're feeling. You could also be feeling numb, which is another valid emotional experience. Very good. And then, if you like, you can add in a pause to your practice on the in-breath, feeling your heart. Out breath, softening and expanding your heart. And then at the end of the out breath, you can pause between the next in breath and notice the vast, open, kind of warm yet spacious quality of your heart field. Great, and then bringing your attention up now into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, softening in and around your skull. You can, if you like, breathe into your third eye space between your eyebrows, or your crown, the top of your head, whichever feels correct for you, and just feeling and softening in and around your head. Coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy or active your mind is, and without trying to kind of push on or pull on your thoughts or get rid of them or dissolve them or anything like this. Just allowing your thoughts to come and go across your mind like clouds in the sky. And if you notice you get pulled into thinking, like actively thinking, you can always come back to feeling, actively feeling as a remedy, actively sensing your body, feeling the inner architecture of your body's connection with the earth underneath you. I like to call that learning to come back to your body. Very good, and then we can add in a pause, if you like, to the practice. On the in-breath, feeling your head. Out-breath, softening your head. And then at the end of the out-breath, pausing and noticing the vast, open, sky-like quality of your mind. Almost as though your whole head disappears and the entire sky is resting on your shoulders. Very good. And then before we move on from here, we're going to practice a technique called tree breath. This is not something I've made, but something that I've picked up over the years. A tree breath is sort of like imagining, though, that you are yourself a tree, and your body's sort of like the trunk of the tree, and the very bottom of your body's like the roots. So on the in-breath, breathing up from the very roots of your body all the way up on the in-breath to the top of your head, kind of like where the branches and the leaves are, and then back down on the out-breath into the earth. And so on the in-breath, breathing up the tree, and then on the out-breath, breathing back down the tree into the earth. And this honors the central channel of energy in our body, the subtle energy river of light traveling along the central median line of our body, all the way up to the top of our head and then down to the tip of our tailbone. As you practice, some of the areas of your body you'll feel well, and others you'll feel a little less well, and that's normal. Just noticing what it's like for you. Very good. And then from here, we can practice now with our eyes open. Gently opening your eyes, allowing your eyes to continue to be soft. And we'll take a moment of appreciation for the work we've been doing with our eyes closed. And now that we have our eyes open, we'll practice in the relational space, the space of outside and the space of inside. And these are different domains. Feeling outside and then feeling inside is a part of every relationship. All relationships have an outside and an inside. And it's very useful to feel and to extend our sensing into these areas in life. So on the in-breath, practicing feeling around you, the space around you. And then on the out-breath, practicing feeling the space inside you. And just noticing that distinction, feeling outside on the in-breath, and then inside on the out-breath. And if if you like, you can hold on to your thumb like this with one hand and rest your fingers on the top for a nice anchor in your lap. You can notice that it might be easier to feel outside rather than inside, or vice versa. It might be easier to feel inside rather than outside. And either way, it's just important to notice what it's like for you and practice on the in-breath, feeling around you, then on the out-breath, feeling inside. Sometimes tension can want to kind of creep back in, and it's up to you to notice and remember feeling and softening as a remedy to creeping in tension. Very good. From here, if you like, you can add in qualities to your practice. You can add in the qualities of love, compassion, gratitude, and forgiveness. You can pick one or two or all of four if you like. It's up to you. And on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness around you on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, feeling love, compassion, gratitude, forgiveness towards yourself. And just practice sending and then receiving qualities. On the in-breath, radiating them outward from you like a sun or a moon. And then on the out-breath, allowing them come back to you, like soaking back into you like a sponge, into every cell of your being. In-breath, radiating outward, and then out-breath, soaking back inside. Great, and then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so that you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up healing and blessings, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Excellent work. Thank you for spending time with me this morning. Have an awesome day, and I'll be back again tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.